Welcome back to Mackie Tech, everyone, your home for IT solutions. So October 14th, 2025, about 13 months from now, Microsoft will officially announce, or rather, Microsoft will officially no longer be supporting Windows 10. What that means is that you'll no longer be receiving updates and security patches, and your computer might be vulnerable to malware. So what do you do? What are your options? There are three options, maybe more than three, but the three main ones I want to discuss is doing nothing. In other words, leaving your computer at Windows 10. Option 2 is to upgrade your computer to Windows 11. And option 3 is just buying a new computer. So let's talk about those. First and foremost, let's confirm what version of Windows we have. And we're going to do that by going down to the start area and type in this little box and put in P and C. And you'll see over on the right, we have a little icon of a computer. And we're going to go down a little bit to where it says properties and click on properties. This about menu that comes up. And we're going to scroll down to where it says Windows specifications. And we'll see under there where it says Edition Windows 10 Pro, and underneath that it has the version. So now that we've determined what version of Windows we have, Windows 10, we can start making decisions as to what we want to do. One of those options, as I mentioned, is do nothing, and that would mean that we no longer receive security updates, any type of technical support, feature updates. So that is something that I wouldn't recommend you do. I would recommend that you do a little bit more investigating and determine if your computer is compatible with Windows 11, which we're going to go into. But just to clarify, we have until October 14th of next year to make these changes. And at this point in time, Microsoft is saying that there may be an opportunity to receive extended support with a subscription for about 3 years, as it says here. I know they have something for businesses, but they have not determined what to do for individual users, consumers that is. These are the system requirements for Windows 11, and I will leave a note in the description, a link to, if you guys want to read more about this. We have a processor requirement of 1 gigahertz, 2 cores, 64-bit, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, and secure boot, which is sort of a special type of a new type of BIOS, UEFI, TPM, which is another security measure that they've taken on. I'm not going to get into these right now. That's kind of beyond the scope of this, but I will leave links in the descriptions if you guys want to learn more about those. So there is a free checker you can download. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get the checker for compatibility of your computer to see if it can run Windows 11. Or you can just go into Google, and here we have a couple links. Windows compatibility check is what I put in there. How to check to see if your device meets Windows 11 system requirements. We'll click on that link, and you can see that it has 3 different steps you can go through. We're just going to pick on number 1, which says if you haven't installed it yet, your PC Health Checker app, you can click here. So we'll click on that little link, and it actually brings up a box where we can download the PC Health Check app. So click on Save. And that's been downloaded, and we'll open that up, and it's going to go ahead and install it. I'm going to click on accept, install, and then I'm going to go ahead and let it launch automatically since it's already been installed. And we're going to go ahead and click on check now to see if we can meet the standards for Windows 11. And this PC doesn't currently meet Windows 11 system requirements. What I can do here is I can do a couple different things. I can click on the different options here to see more information. I'm going to go ahead and click on see all results. So it does not have secure boot, and it does not have a supported CPU, which is not a shock. So my options here are to either choose to put new hardware in this computer, or I can go out and buy a new one. The good news is that all computers that you purchase these days will have Windows 11 pre-installed. Okay, so I also wanted to show you what happens when a computer is capable of upgrading to Windows 11. This computer actually already has Windows 11, but you'll receive the same type of message. So I'm going to go ahead and install. This is the Windows PC health check that we already did before on the other computer. I'm going to click on install. Okay, it's done. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And I'm going to go ahead and check to see if it can accommodate Windows 11. And it says this PC meets Windows 11 requirements. You can see all results. PC supports secure boot, which is one of the challenges we had before. Same thing with TPM. Everything else is here. Processor, the memory, everything is fine. So that's the message that you'll receive if it is compatible with Windows 11. So if your computer is capable of running Windows 11 in terms of meeting all the requirements, there's a very good chance that it's ready to install Windows 11. You probably have already received notifications within Windows that it's done some updates and downloaded some patches and is perhaps waiting for you to take the next step. One of the things you can do if you're not sure is if you go down to the start area down here and then the box type in settings, SITTINGS, and you'll see this little blue cog come up, or a white cog with a blue background. And I'm going to click on update and security. And you can click on here where it says check for updates. And it'll check to see if there's any other updates it needs before it installs Windows 11. Before you proceed with upgrading to Windows 11, please, please, please make sure you back up any important documents, pictures, those types of things. Generally speaking, it doesn't take more than an hour and you probably shouldn't have any issues, but you just want to be safe. Also of note, you'll notice here that it came in here and there's also a notification that says this P doesn't currently meet the minimum requirements to run Windows 11. So that's also a good way to check to see if your computer meets the minimum requirements, is just to come into settings as I did, and you will probably receive this prompt notifying you that your computer doesn't meet the requirements. That's going to wrap it up today, folks, for this edition of Mackie Tech. Thanks very much for watching. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Mackie Tech. If you have any questions about any of the Windows 11 requirements that you want me to elaborate on, please post your question in the comments below. You can also go to www.mackietech.org, click on the Hire Us button to schedule your free consultation, or you can also fill out the Contact Us form, and one of us will get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks again for watching today, everybody, and we'll see you again next week.